Hashtag I'm from Denver, and this is going back to the future, or is it going back to the past?
You've got to come back with me.
Where?
Back to the future.
Either way, we're gonna go relive our childhood and go back to the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Let's go. Oh my God. I wish I could. You know that feeling when you knew you were going to the store with your parents and you were like, I'm gonna go to the toy aisle. Maybe not right now, maybe in a minute, but we're getting to that toy aisle. That is the feeling you get when you walk into here. Right away, He-Man, Battle Cat, that is crazy. I mean, look at that. It still looks like it's brand new. Intense. Okay. This is just surreal. I watched this cartoon, Batman the Animated Series. It's even on HBO now. I watched that, like that was, I still remember that episode. That cartoon now, if you watch it, a little violent. Like I like, it's a little violent, but I guess that's what, I mean, we grew up with Jerry Springer, right? Okay, look, every Ninja Turtle, oh, there's a Turtles cookie, like container right there. That's crazy. Little action figures. I remember wanting the Splinter. I think I had Splinter or I couldn't find Splinter. The hardest one, I'm like, are these my toys? The hardest one that I could never find was the Foot Soldier. And then I found one and I still have it to this day. It's in my office at my house. More, all right, that old school TV. I totally remember watching wrestling, having my boys VHS tape. I mean, it wasn't DVD then, but you'd have to rewind it. All right, horror, Halloween horror. Oh man, so old school. And here's what's crazy is they, at 5280's right here on South Broadway, they don't buy online, right? Like all this stuff is local. So 5280's means 5280. So they have all the stuff brought into them and they buy it locally. They also sell to you guys if you don't have anything that you want to sell them. But if you do, make sure it's in great condition and just add it to their collection so that everyone can feel like a kid when they come in here. Oh man, all right, Jubilee, I can name off all these X-Men. X-Men was awesome, and I love nothing but the streaming on Disney Plus and all that stuff, and having all these sorts. Look at the Fantastic Four, Superman. That's got to be so old school. I had this. I swear, 5280's has to have all my toys I grew up with. This is the stuff my mom threw out. I remember this one. Bruce Wayne would turn into Batman. I can't remember how you did it, but he would like slide forward right into that. I don't even want to turn around yet. I don't want to turn around and look what's behind me because I know I'm going to freak out, so I'm just going to keep my eyes on the prize right here. Star Trek, Disney. Oh man, look at that. Aladdin, Snow White, Genie. Even everywhere you go, man, trading cards are big even right now. People are trading cards like crazy. Okay, if you remember the 90s and you remember the 80s and you grew up then, well, maybe you don't remember it, but the Simpsons was everywhere. I had like Simpsons suspenders, I had like Simpson underwear. A lot of my friends weren't even allowed to watch the Simpsons. I was like, what? I've seen every episode. Can't believe that show's still on. Look, they even have comic books. I remember getting Simpson comic books. So crazy. Old school original Nintendo. Remember that? You had Blow in the Game? Which reminds me, look at this. There's another Nintendo over here. All right, so that's like the newer NES system that came out. Everyone's spoiled now because they can play old games, but there was a time when you couldn't even find these games and play them. Look, the original Sega Genesis there, Atari, Super Nintendo. The worst movie ever made. I don't know how the game is. Maybe the game is a little bit better than the movie, but that was George Clooney played Batman. Like, what was that? I guess 20 people have played Batman. George Clooney can't be that bad. Ben Affleck was probably the worst. Wow, everyone remember, you see those dinosaur blow-up dolls in almost every movie from back in the day. Board games, look at that. Oh man. All right, I'm freaking out. Yeah, I wish I could describe to you you have to experience it because you feel like a kid again. There's an energy that you just get so excited. And you can probably even hear it in my voice. Like it just takes you back to not feeling old. All right, look at this. All right, like I said, everything that they get is still in amazing condition. Like this is old school Bronco stuff. I think they changed the jersey in like '97. And look, there's the Elway jersey. Oh, let's see, like how old corduroy? How do you? I don't know how you do that. Whatever. This is a corduroy jacket. Wanted to freak out over this, and I'm not going to yet. So I'm going to show the Jurassic Park stuff. Oh man, is that Jeff Goldblum? Okay, I would buy that just because having a Jeff Goldblum action figure. Who can say that? Garfield, always remember Garfield. Care Bears. This place is crazy. Again, you guys have to experience this for yourself. It's in Denver. Hashtag I'm from Denver. You can come down here. I even talked to Dee Dee, who owns this, her and her husband Tony, and I was like, is the Travel Channel knocking on your door, TripAdvisor? Like, can I put out a 90s sleeping bag and just stay the night for 5 nights? Look at all the old school Star Wars. Okay, these are action figures I never had, right? I always wanted, never had. I think Star Wars, there was like that lull period where we didn't get this new Star Wars toys that everyone got when the new ones came out. But you could still go back and look at these pins, retro pins, playing cards. Speaking of playing cards, look what is right here. You got Superman, Superman 3, Superman 2, Superman 1, Batman, the good Batman with Michael Keaton, which they better bring Batman Beyond. They better make that into a real action movie and bring Michael Keaton back. Like, what are you doing? Come on. Oh, there's Rugrats. I don't know why you would buy. All right, here's a funny story. Ross Perot. I remember this vividly. It was always the fool in school, and I was the fool in school. And I had these plastic ears on that were big, and I was in 2nd grade, and that was 92. And I put on these ears, and I would go, hey, I'm Ross Perot. He's like, look at these lines. I had no idea what I was doing. I got sent to the principal's office for making fun of someone, and I was making fun of Ross Perot. Either way, either set me up for failure or success because I never changed since 2nd grade. All right, action figures, wrestling action figures, like people are collecting these like crazy. I bet here 5280s, it had to be so hard to find so many of these. Like, I remember the ring. If you had one of the wrestling rings, that was it. That was the coolest part. I'd go over to my boy's house and he would have that, and it's just, oh man, I feel young again. My back doesn't, but I do. All right, look at that, Ghostbusters. Okay, loved Ghostbusters. That was like the first cartoon that I actually like remember. Had all the toys. I think this is the gun I had, or I had one similar to that. It was the whole backpack, but you would have the gun and it had the giant foam tube in there. You throw out the ghost catcher and put your foot down. Oh my God. All right, Evel Knievel, 80's. Look at that Gizmo. Which, I don't know how many people knew this, and I think I knew it, maybe I didn't. Howie Mandel is Gizmo. Howie Mandel was also the blue monster that was under your bed too in that Fred Savage movie. So, and he's a dirty comedian. He's all lame or tame now, but back in the day, man, that dude was crazy raunchy. Let's find a Howie Mandel comedy tape here. All right, Power Rangers. I think I was at the age where you couldn't tell people you watched Power Rangers because it wasn't cool, but you still watched Power Rangers. Look at this. I remember these guys, but I don't remember what they were from. That'd be like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Rats, but I remember that, just not what that show was. Ren and Stimpy. See, my voice is cracking because I'm regressing into being a child, being a child again. Smurfs, I had tons of Smurfs. All right, this, best for last right here. And I've been so scared to touch any of these toys, but this right here, I remember drawing Gargoyles. Loved that show. It's back on Disney+. So it is kind of crazy to be able to watch these cartoons again, and then you come into 5280s and you totally... And look, this was brilliant. They were smart enough to put a tail on this because they know that it couldn't stand up on its own. All the Gargoyle toys. Whew. All right, I don't even know where to start. There's Muhammad Ali trading cards. There's everything that you can imagine from your childhood that you played with, what you wanted to play with, maybe a toy that you didn't own, always wanted to. And you can check it out here at 5280s on South Broadway in Evans. Hashtag I'm from Denver. Thank you guys for watching. I want to find a toy and run up and down the aisle with it. I think that's like the thing I have to do before I take off from here. Maybe it's the Gargoyle. Let's go to the Gargoyle. This guy has wings. I think this was, gosh, there was Brooklyn. There was, I wish I could remember his name. His wings flap. Oh no, his horns move. Oh, his mouth moves, look at that. Okay, all right, I'm out of here. 5280s, South Broadway in Denver, Gargoyles. All right, here I go. Oh, wait, before I go, man, I need to buy this box. I'm just freaking out, man. Okay, enough freaking out. Oh, and the sword. Yeah, all right, got my new, all right, woo, let's go. 5280s, relive your childhood. Oh my God, I feel ridiculous. Thank you guys for watching. I'm producer Wiggins. Hashtag I'm from Denver. I'm gonna go play with some toys now. Bye.